2, 3, go! Alright, so the bike's dead because someone left the key on. We're actually gonna check out the bike, see what else it needs. I have a few parts for it that came in the mail. So one of them is right over there. One of them is this vortex lever that I got from eBay for like 10 bucks. The base mount was actually bent. Let me see if I can grab it real quick. Mind you, this vortex lever goes for like 80 to 90 brand new. So I got it for, I want to say 10 bucks. After shipping, it was like 15. The only thing is at the base, this little mount came bent, as you can see. So all I did was grab the really cheap one and it fit. I just had to use the same spring that came on this one. So that, I mean, that's basically a brand new lever. All right, so I got this. One thing that I also didn't like on the bike was the fact that the rear, I didn't want to run a tail light because I didn't want to destroy it just in case it fell. But I ended up finding this other tail light from my old Grom right here. It doesn't work, or it might work. I don't know. I've never tested it, but I don't feel like wiring it up. And this could be a good, just like, I don't know, throwaway tail light just in case I crash. But before we get into that, I got a haircut. So, you know, we got to do some B-roll shots. Come on. Ready? Go. Okay. Now, I do have a lot of parts still on order for the bike. I have a new throttle and start switch. I might have mentioned it in another little clip. I have... I think that's... Oh, no, I have the clutch coming in. I still have the clutch coming in, so I might start working on that today. Depends how I'm feeling and how cold it gets inside this garage. So, yeah, new throttle cable and start switch, new clutch. And one more thing that I do want to end up getting is a new sprocket. I do have this gear shift support that I'll be installing, but this is for another video. I'm gonna make my own video on this one to see if it actually works. I kind of want to go in depth and, you know, see if I can feel a difference. Those suck. Like stock brakes just really suck, dude. But I mean, in this class, the class I'm running in, the SS125, you can't upgrade the master cylinder. So it has to be stock master cylinder, stock caliper. So you can do the brake line, of course, lever, and brake pads. But I mean, master. I mean, dude, look at how much it just comes in. And I bet you, like, over time, when it heats up, it'll probably feel even worse. So gotta keep an eye on that. But in the meantime, it feels pretty good. I mean, it feels way better than the other one. All right, cool. So what else do we have? That's it. All right, video's done. Bye. Start working on the clutch. So just so I can get it over with. That other clutch should be in any time now. So might as well just get started on it and replace it. So the only problem that I have is I don't have that clutch tool. So I'm gonna have to try to make my own. See how that goes. So it's not a lot. If it was more than a... There you go. Right over here, safety pin that I have going on, safety wire. I might just open this up to let more air flow through there. Let it flow out better. I mean, look at how new that oil is. Wow.
Excuse me, what the actual
You start loosening up the clutch cable. So I forgot how to do this. I probably shouldn't be teaching people how to do this stuff because I don't even know how to do it. Just loosening up these bolts, I guess. I have a lot day on Saturday. Will the clutch be here by Saturday is the real question. All right, so I do have a lot day coming up on Saturday, but what I really need to figure out is there's a special tool that you need to take off the clutch. So actually, I am going to take off the cover just so I can figure that out. And then I'm pretty sure if I do everything right, I can reuse the gasket that it has on right now. And then I have a new one for when the actual clutch comes in. So this one. And this. Okay, once you crack that open. Oh, fudge, I forgot. I just found this in my old pile of motorcycle tools that I had laying around. Wait, it does. Are you kidding me? Dude, I bought this. This is for a Gixxer. I bought this when I was like 17 for a Gixxer 600 that I had. This is such a weird setup. Comes off like that. Wow. I love working on Grom. This is way easier. Okay. So this clutch has 60% springs on it, which is these right here. They're a little bit stiffer springs. 60% springs, and I have the 6-bolt Chimera clutch face. So on the OEM one, I think it's only like 3. I want to say it's like one, like these 3 right here. This one, it's all 6. Also, when you do this, you also have to upgrade the actual clutch basket to the 6-bolt one. So I got that. I did that a long time ago. I did that when I got into stunting top, when I got into popping wheelies. So, all right, there we go. I'm pretty sure we have to take off the whole assembly. Okay. And you want to mark it. If you don't align these two and put these two together back how they go, it can be such a pain in the butt trying to align them afterwards. See how it looks. Now, a sign of having a burnt clutch is the actual metal plates. So if you look at the metal plates, these can kind of tell you if you have a burnt clutch. I mean, that's not bad. I'll be honest, this clutch doesn't look bad. All right, guys, so I kind of wanted to give you an example of what a burnt out clutch actually looks like. This is the clutch that I took off of it when I first bought it. So you can see right there the blue discoloration on, and that's not just the oil. You can see the blue discoloration on the actual clutch disc. So look at these. These are definitely burnt. These look to be like the original plates and the original clutch. Now compare this to, I mean, it's kind of getting there, but I mean, just look at that. That being said, I don't know if I want to put this back. I have this other one right here, and I don't know where I got this one from.
Okay, we're going to Moto America.
That was funny.
Yeah, you might have to unstrap it. Yeah.
How many
As you can see, we've done this before. Alright.
It's dark in here.
Alright, so we just got to the track. Gonna unload the bikes. And we already have a few guys here waiting for us. So.
Oh, we're here?
Alright. So the bike's dead. Because someone left the key on. So we just gotta bump start it.
Alright, in the meantime, I'm gonna get the dirt off.
Two, three, go! That actually feels way better.